media, the nation at large, and valued stakeholders. A pleasant morning to you all. The Minister of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs is delighted to join the rest of the world in commemorating the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. This year's theme is, and I quote, "Unite, invest in prevention of violence against women and girls," unquote, which emphasizes the need for a comprehensive approach by the government, stakeholders, and society at large in preventing violence against women and girls. Gender-based violence is a long-standing social issue in our country that disproportionately affects women and girls, rendering them more susceptible to violence and abuse. My ministry recognizes the gravity of this problem and has implemented programs to combat it while enhancing access to justice for GBV survivors. These programs are multifaceted, aiming to address GBV comprehensively through prevention, response, and support services. Their goal is to ensure that survivors receive the necessary care and assistance required for their recovery and the rebuilding of their lives. Our approach as a nation, therefore, entails tackling GBV through evidence-based strategies tailored to the specific needs of survivors, emphasizing the promotion of gender equality, social justice, and human rights. Ladies and gentlemen, the conceptualization of women's rights as delineated in the Constitution revolves around three core principles: the obligation to respect, protect, and fulfill. These principles are viewed through the lens of human rights and social justice. The principle of respect acknowledges the inherent dignity of women, demanding their equal treatment and the eradication of societal norms undermining their status. The principle of protection requires laws to shield women from discrimination, abuse, and specific risks like domestic violence. The principle of fulfillment emphasizes not just recognizing rights, but ensuring resources and opportunities for women to exercise those rights fully. Together, these principles strive for gender equality, blending legal entitlements with practical empowerment. This comprehensive framework aims to create a society where women flourish alongside men, emphasizing both formal and substantive equality. Ladies and gentlemen, in this regard, it has been our duty as government to ensure that women are treated equally and have the same opportunities as men in all aspects of life. We have worked tirelessly to align our laws and policies with the Constitution and to address gender-based violence and discrimination. We have also focused on increasing women's participation in decision-making processes, creating a more inclusive and equitable society. Ladies and gentlemen, in the same vein, we have also made efforts to address issues, critical issues, such as child marriages, gender-based violence, and access to justice for all. Through various legislative reforms and awareness campaigns, we have successfully reduced the prevalence of child marriages and improved the legal framework to ensure the safety and well-being of women and girls. Additionally, we have established specialized courts and support services to provide victims of gender-based violence with the necessary resources and assistance to seek justice. One of our key achievements is the criminalization of child marriages through the Marriages Act, which has been a scourge on our society and a violation of the rights of young girls. We are also pushing for legislative reforms to fight violence against women and girls, including the criminalization of sexual activity with a child under the age of 18. These efforts are aimed at creating a society where women and girls can live freely from the fear of violence and exploitation. By addressing the root causes of gender-based violence and implementing strong legal measures, we are working towards a future where every individual can thrive and enjoy their fundamental rights. We've also conducted public legal awareness campaigns to disseminate the correct interpretation of the Marriages Act, equipping women with the knowledge on the protection of their marriage rights. My ministry has also provided gender mainstreaming training to actors in the justice, law, and order sector to sensitize them on gender issues, including gender-based violence, and strengthen access to justice for survivors. Furthermore, we have partnered with organizations such as UNPRPD and the Spotlight Initiative to amplify voices of women and girls with disabilities in remote districts, recognizing their increased vulnerability and double marginalization. These partnerships have enabled us to reach marginalized communities and ensure their specific needs and concerns are addressed. Through these collaborations, we have been able to implement targeted interventions and provide support to women and girls with disabilities, empowering them to advocate for their rights and to access the justice they deserve. This project has highlighted the problems faced by women and girls with disabilities, including gender-based violence, and reaffirms our commitment to ending all forms of violence against women and girls. By amplifying the voices of marginalized communities, we are fostering inclusivity and promoting equality. Our efforts aim to create a society where every individual, regardless of their abilities, can live a life free from discrimination and violence. To enhance access to justice, we have expanded the Legal Aid Directorate to all 10 provinces in Zimbabwe and have commenced decentralization to districts, with a commitment to opening at least 3 district offices every year. These district offices will provide legal assistance and support to individuals, including women and girls, who may not have had access to these services previously. Also, we are working closely with local communities and organizations to raise awareness about legal rights and empower individuals to seek justice for any form of violence or discrimination they may have experienced. Another novelty we have achieved as Zimbabwe is extending the open prison system to female prisoners in Marondera, providing less restrictive detention conditions and playing a critical role in the rehabilitation and reintegration of female offenders back into society. This initiative aims to address the specific needs and challenges faced by female prisoners, promoting their successful reintegration into society and reducing recidivism rates. Moreover, the open prison system for female prisoners in Marondera will prioritize access to vocational training and educational opportunities, equipping them with the necessary skills for employment upon release. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, my ministry reaffirms its steadfast dedication to eradicating gender-based violence from our society. Gender-based violence has no rightful place in a peaceful and democratic nation like Zimbabwe, and our unwavering commitment remains to protect the rights and safety of women and girls. Nonetheless, our mission is ongoing. There is still much to be accomplished to ensure the complete realization and reverence of women's rights. We must persist in collaborating with all stakeholders, including civil society organizations, and international partners to strengthen our initiatives and amplify our influence in advancing women's rights. I implore everyone to join us in this crucial endeavor. Only through collective effort and unwavering commitment can we achieve genuine gender equality and justice for all. We firmly believe that by addressing the underlying causes of gender-based violence and creating opportunities for rehabilitation, we can genuinely transform the lives of women and girls in Zimbabwe. Together, let's strive towards a future where every individual can live free from violence and discrimination. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you.
Okay, so would you like to proceed and then Shona for...
Ekurodzwa kwevana vadiki ndofunga munorangarira kuti mugore rapfuura iro takaenda nemutemo kudare reparamende kuti tinge tichiita kuti zvinge zvichirambidzwa kuti kana mwana ane makore ari pasi pe10 18 haakwanise kunge achiroorwa. Tikati anenge azviita anosungwa oendeswa kumatare edzimhosva oendeswa kutorongo. Saka iye zvinezvi mitemo yedu haichabvumira kuti vana vadiki vari pasi pemakore 17 vange vachiroorwa kana kurodzwa zvakarambidzwa nemutemo wavepo. Tichienderera mberi zvakare, masvondo mairi apfuura takatoti taakuendesa kunogadzirisa mutemo waitaura kuti mwana ane makore 16 anobvumidzwa kunge achiita bonde. Iye zvinezvi takabva tati mwana wese ari pasi pemakore 18 hazvichabvumidzwa. Ukaona uchiita izvozvo imhosva. Ndo dzimwe nzira dzatiri kuita kuti tinge tichidzivirira avo vanenge vachibata chibharo vana vadiki vasati vabve zera, tichiita kuti vachengetedzwe vange vachibuda muchikoro vakachengetedzeka zvakanaka. Tiri kuita zvakawanda maringe nemarriages nemutemo wemarriages act. Maofficials angu kana kuti vanoshanda muno vanga vachitenderera vachifundisa vanhu kuti zvinoitwa sei, vachienda kumataundi akasiyana siyana kunotsanangura inonzi muchirungu unpacking the marriages act. Ndo zvavari kufamba vachiita. Tinotoita even constitutional awareness yekuti vanhu vazive kuti kodzero dzavo dziri muconstitution, kuti kana muri vana kana muri vanhu jekerere mitemo unomboti chii, kodzero dzamuinadzo ndedzipi. Ministry yangu inoita izvozvo zvekufamba tichienda kumaruwa tichiita constitutional awareness. Iye zvino taane mutemo mutsva wekumatorongwe edu wakabuda mugore rapfuura. Saka iye zvino zvataakuita tave kunyanyisa kusimbaradza kuti kana musungwa asungwa tinomubvisa musociety kana mumusha oenda kutorongo kwaanonobikwa, tobva tamupa zvibatiso zvekuti adzidze, kungari kurima kana kusona. Paanozenga kunopedza tobva taita kuti aende mumusha kuti vamutambire zvakanaka aane zvaakugona kuita. Iye zvinezvi taakubva kune zvataita kare kuti ukasungwa toti uibhanditi. Taane vanhu vedu vekuprison vakuenda kunokudzidzisa kuti usiye zvakaipa zvawaisiita, vokupa zvekuti ukwanise kunge uchizvisenzera nemaoko ako paunobuda uenda wamunhu ashanduka. Thank you.
Sly Media TV, building bridges.